They announced a sequel! Yay! So, maybe if this goes well, I'll LP that. Maybe even blind, but don't get your hopes up.
There should be more coop rats.
Coop rat.
Let me see. And one part aqua force.
Huh. Get out the way. What's this again? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the force of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Okay. If only I understood what that was about. How's my sanity doing? Oh, not that good. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I needed, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cooperite binds them well. This time we'll attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis in hope that it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid. Ooh, that could dissolve things, can't it? And proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I'll find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Oh, what are you thinking, Daniel? That we're going to find those ingredients? The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are strained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Ooh, really? But the wine cellar's locked. Oh, what is it, Daniel? Evidence of the has revealed that combined with chemicals with buffalo acid. Find the key for the wine cellar. Alright. How's your sanity doing? Okay. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Might as well just turn this on just for the hell of it. Well, the other children cheered him on, his name voiced at a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with a rock. Aww. Duh. That made me jump. But yeah, every time you hear voices or something, that's from Daniel's memory. Well, the little tiny bits you can remember. Like, he looks at a place and I guess he thinks, wait a minute, this place sounds familiar. And then the memory faintly plays in his head. Which is kind of cool. Okay, what's this place? Archives. Archives. I remember I used to say archives. Back last week, no, when I was like 5 and 6. Turkish delights, he thought. Just at the once the consulate in Constantinople. Constantinople. Hello. Nothing there. Yeah. Later on in the game, every time you hear a monster growling, it isn't just to scare you, there actually is a monster there. Apart from one occasion where it did just to scare me, I think, because I couldn't find the monster. But at this point in the game, it's just doing it just to scare you and tense you up. See, that's what I like about this game. It lets your imagination do the scaring for you.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Ooh, yeah, there is indeed. Anyway, I looked up Daniel's voice actor because he sounds like a really nice guy. He doesn't have that horror, survival horror voice. He has that really, you know, really innocent, kind voice. So I searched it up, and I think he used to be on, like, kids' shows on BBC or something. I forgot, it was ages ago. Yeah, look at the screen, just, like, kind of distorting. It's because you're getting scared. Okay, another note. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, course of JRH. Okay. Usually I would say, here it is, read it if you want to, pause the video. I'm not going to read them, but I actually want to read them, so if you're saying, well, stop reading them, I just want to watch you play, well, that was a creepy noise. Well, shut up, I'm not going to listen to you. I remember when I first played this game, and, wait, I'll show you in a sec. I'll show you in a sec. It sounded like I was about to tell you something. But I'll show you. And what's this?
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger.
That won't happen.
Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them.
Okay,
I was trapped.
Yeah, I'd read all that, so I read ahead. So yeah. So Daniel was trapped in this tomb in the desert or something. I don't know. Whoa! I didn't think it'd break on nothing. I was going to smash against that, not... Okay. Hope you can see the mouse, by the way, because if you can't... Oh yeah, but... Ooh, okay. Even though I know nothing's there... Oh, the game still finds a way to scare me. Okay. Come on, Daniel. It's okay. Whew. Well, alright. You know, I never even noticed that before. Oh, this game is good at subtlety. Anyway, I'll show you what I was on about. Even though there's nothing in this place, so I'm pretty much just confident in walking around. When I was first playing the game, I was like this. Like this, just really sort of inching my way along. It took like an hour to get here. Oh, it's creepy. Okay, I'm searching every nook and cranny because basically you need to find all the tinder boxes you can find, and you need to get all the tinder boxes you can find, and yeah. Okay, sanity's a bit better now. Oh, God. I remember here, I gave up on the game while I was here. I was like, that's it. Nope. But, that was back in the old days of me being a wimp. Not anymore. But as the game really gets into it, ooh, that is a different story. The hell are these? I see you. Alright, what was that? Oh, yeah, that was that falling. Huh. That happens. Whew. Oh, shake off the insanity. That's how it works.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Let's get the servants out of the castle, because they're the things to be scared of in this game. Anyway. What was I going to say before that happened? I've completely forgotten. Oh well. Just like Daniel. Except I didn't drink a spaghetti drink. Spaghetti drink. I just drank a little bit of Coke. And I've forgotten. What did that... Oh, it's making my legs go cold.
17th May, 1839.
This has never happened before. What the hell's going on?
After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
This has never happened before.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Huh. Well, that's kind of odd. It's a little bit strange. Fragile but not breakable by hand. Just watch me!
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.